Hello everyone, this is a video about the grey rock method, hurdles that you might stumble across, that you will get there, why it's so effective on the narcissist and how you can do it. So you've got a narcissist in your life that you wish wasn't in your life, but it is. Because you've got children with them, you are left with no choice but to interact with them. Now, there is some extreme cases where there's big safeguarding issues and children haven't got access. The narcissist hasn't got access to the children. But in a lot of cases, the courts or mediation have made it so that the narcissist has access to the children. You, however, do not have to live the rest of your life with the never-ending games of the narcissist. You can get back control of your beliefs, your values, your standards. You can put yourself and your children first. Do not listen to the narcissist's twisted words. I personally have it so that they can contact me via messenger only. It's actually in the restraining order that they can only talk about the children, and they can only do it via messenger. With it being via messenger, I can pop them into the ignore box and then I've no idea whether they've messaged me or not. I just go into it if I need to let them know something about the children or if they've got the children. You can also do this via emails. Make sure you keep everything in writing in case they do take you to mediation or to court. The narcissist may be in your life, but they do not have to be in your head. The grey rock below practice shows you how you can achieve this. You might not get it right first time, but when you use it consistently, it will work and it will put emotional distance between you and the narcissist. Please see my other video on observe, don't absorb, for when you're face to face with them. The best way, which we all know, to handle a narcissist X is no contact. But when you have children with them, it isn't always possible. So, like I've just said, the best step is grey rock. With practice, it's very achievable. In the future, it'll become second nature to you. You may get to the point where you don't love the narcissist, you don't hate the narcissist, you don't really want anything to do with them. You look at the words and think, that makes no sense, and you actually are no longer affected by the messages that they do send. Some actually end up feeling pity towards them because they're forever going round in circles with nothing in their lives other than abuse and control. Believe that you will get to the point where your emotions are no longer involved, and when you read a message, you'll not feel like you want to respond. You'll realise that they don't even see the world right and that it's not how it is. But they are so full of self-pity and the woe is me that they believe the world's against them. Why will grey rock work? This is simple, really. Narcissists are a false person in a mask. They believe they are the star of the movie. But it's very difficult to be that star without a supporting cast, the directors, the film crew, and no audience to watch something that didn't get made. They might try now and again, while ever you're giving emotional responses, they will keep going. But while ever you're not giving any emotional response, they can't act because they're not getting anything back. Charles Dickens once wrote, "Blood cannot be obtained from a stone." So with the grey rock, it's a case of emotions cannot be obtained from a rock. The narcissist is trying to gain emotions from you, and you are now going to be the rock. So, to do the grey rock, keep conversations to an absolute minimum. If you don't have to talk to them, don't. If you don't need to talk to them, don't. When you do have to talk to them, stick to tedious subjects like the weather. If they ask, give short uninspiring answers that can't possibly lead to further conversation. Depending on what they ask, things like, that's interesting, or okay, a simple yes or no. Do not get drawn in. Do not go off topic. Keep responding with interesting if they keep trying new topics, and just stick with interesting. If they ask you something and you don't want to commit with a yes or no, then it's a simple we'll see, or just a or maybe. If they ask how you are, just respond, fine, thanks. Do not ask how they are. Do not give them a response so they can try and turn it into a conversation. If they ask, what did you do at the weekend? And you feel you need to respond, stick to boring things like, oh, I washed the pots, or I cut the grass, or nothing. Do not ask them what they did. If they respond with, you've become very boring, just nod your head. There's no need to respond because you know different. Never talk about your personal life. They will hook onto the smallest detail. Don't let them know anything about your new life. They are extremely envious people and will try to hoover if they think they can get something from you. The more boring you come across to them, the better it will be to you and your children. Never ever tell them how well you're doing. They are driven by their egos. As much as you'd like to show them how well you're doing without them, do not do this. They believe they are better than everyone. This will ignite their inner rage. It will ignite their anger. They may come back to hoover you. They'll use more tactics to get to the children, just to get at you, because they don't like seeing other people doing well for themselves. Do not ask them any questions, no conversation at all. When you have to talk face to face, try just looking over their right ear. Show no emotion. Do not respond or react. Whatever they may say. If you need to let it all out once they've left, do so, but never do it in front of the narcissist. Try and stick to facts wherever possible. So if your child's on antibiotics, just say antibiotics to be given and then give the set times. If there's a parents' evening, just say parents' evening Thursday at 5 o'clock. Do not respond to anything that they ask after that. They've got the information. They know the information. There's no need for any more answers. What they need to know, they have received. What they do with that is up to them. If they're asking you more questions, it is just to draw you into a conversation. They've got the information that they need. Do not talk about the past with them. If they try and reminisce with you, just stick to answers of no. When they say, oh, do you remember this? No. Look past them, look through them, look at them blankly, like you seriously do not remember what they're talking about. If they shift it onto something else, stick with what you're doing. They will soon get bored. If they blame you for something via a message, do not respond or explain, as that's what they want you to do. And no doubt in the past you've given them countless opportunities in the past, and you've explained to them in the past till you're blue in the face. They are not listening. If they blame you to your face, then it's a simple okay, or play them at their own game. And if they blame you something to your face, like you're not allowing me to see my children, even though they've just dropped the children off, then just look at them and blankly and say, I'm sorry you feel that way. There's nothing more needs to be said. No matter what they respond with, stick with, I'm sorry you feel that way, because they can't get a conversation out of you then. The grey rock isn't easy, especially at the start, but it soon becomes second nature and it's extremely effective. You may want to stand up for yourself and you may feel like you want to scream and shout at them. Do not do this. You are standing up for yourself by giving them the grey rock, by leaving them to get on with their pitiful lives whilst you enjoy yours. This is the best way to stand up to them. Remember your rules, your boundaries, your values, your standards. You've given them enough chances. You don't need to give them any more chances. It's now time to give yourself the chances and your children the chances so that you can live a happy, normal life. I hope this information helps some of you. Like I said, it's not easy, but it is achievable. Others have done it before you, so there is proof that it can be done. If you do feel like you want to cry your heart out, just try and keep hold of them emotions. It is hard at first, but keep them emotions in until they've left, and then do it once they've gone. Do not let the narcissist see any of your emotions, because that'll just pull them in to do more and more and more. The less you do, the more chance you've got of them unfortunately finding someone else to manipulate, which isn't nice, but hopefully that someone else will realise quick, or there'll be enough information out there so that people know what's happening before it happens. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe, like and share. Put in the comments anything you would like information on, or any information that you have that may help other people, because everyone's circumstances are different. So we just need to get as much awareness and as much help out there as possible for others. Thank you for listening. Bye.